If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us tonight. This is the Happy Jacks RPG Network. The place that I work, so I should have the name down like I say it every week or something.
You're doing great.
Nailed
You're
it.
doing
First
great.
try.
That's right. So tonight we will be playing Pembrooke Investigations. This is session 5 of our system, and you can catch up on past episodes at happyjacks.org/Pembroke. Or if this show isn't your boat, you just happen to tune in on a Wednesday night for kicks, you can find all of the other shows that we have done at happyjacks.org/shows and find something you do like, because there is some amazing, amazing work going on here. My name is Nick, and this is the rest of my crew. I'm going to go in Zoom order, so you don't know who's going to be who. Ooh. And we will start with Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily Vanderwerf. I am playing Zoe Browning. She is a college mean girl with fairy energy vampire powers, and I love her so.
Just that old tired trope. Speaking of old tired tropes, let's go over to Jason.
Yep, I knew where that was going. Everyone's played one. It's the thing. You just got to get out of your system. I'm Jason. I'm playing Silas Silvestri, a detective at the Pembroke Agency who is not cast out, but he's left fairyland behind and is a faun or satyr just kicking it in the mortal world to do detectiving, which is the verb of detective.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's exactly what my dictionary says.
I did it.
Blythe.
Oh, I'm next. It's all random.
Yep.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Blythe. I'm playing Analia Torres, a half demon, nerdy tech girl. Because I had to branch so far out to create my character. Tried something very different.
She's only half demon.
Only half.
Very different from real Blythe.
Great. And Jay, why don't you take us home?
All right. I'm Jay Holtham, and I'm playing Benton Ailes, a revenant raised from the dead investigator who looks kind of like Idris Elba.
But only half revenant.
Or sort of. Raised from the dead. I used to be dead. Now I'm not. Ask me anything.
And we're talking like peak hotness Idris Elba, not Idris Elba and Cats, correct?
No, yeah, no.
But Silas is wearing his jacket from Cats.
Yes, that's right.
Silas probably saw Cats and was like, "That's the best movie I've ever seen."
I believe it is canon that Zoe's boyfriend is super into cats, which
that is true.
I love
true.
Right. We decided Silas does not like it.
No. Here's the thing. Silas is an artist. Like, he draws and sings and plays instruments, and I feel like
why didn't he love it?
Well, it's not very good.
Wait, we're saying Silas has taste? Amazing.
Oh, he definitely does. That's for sure.
No, sorry. I think the Fae created cats to mind control audiences.
Oh yeah, it's a trap. It's not
Oh, right.
entertainment or art. It's a trap. It's a mind trap,
Totally.
and it
Star
worked.
That's what Admiral Akbar was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was warning us all about cats years later.
cat.
That's right.
Pretty much. All right. Well, discussions of cats, 2019.
Yeah.
Jeez, the before times were so long ago.
Yeah.
uh,
6 month years.
Whew.
in any case, besides that, who would like to tell us what happened last week with Pembroke's? And I will again offer a Benny for anyone who participates.
I'll dive in. So the week before, we were trying to knock out the security guards. We've been investigating Willem's disappearance, and it has led us on a fairly circuitous path to a mansion in a kind of shabby part of town, but it's this like big fancy house up on a hill kind of deal. We had the bright idea of monkeying with the security system to bring the security guards by, and then flawlessly, I might add, executed a plan wherein we replaced the security guys to gain entrance to the house. It went off without a hitch and with no problems whatsoever. As well, our infiltration was simple and smooth, and did not devolve into a magic fight that left Silas bound and nearly dead on the floor. And two of us assaulted by animals made of plants. There's a word, hedge animals, something like that.
Topiary.
Topiary. That's that fancy word.
Hedgemals, coward. Use
Hedgemals.
Hedgemals.
So yeah, Zoe and I were assaulted by hedgemals, while for some reason Analia just sat in the van while we were all very much getting our ass kicked for like ever.
Security system.
And then she came out of the van, and then we were all dragged inside the house by magic, I want to say, at the end.
No, I think you all ended up coming.
We walk into the house?
Yeah, everyone decided that they were going to rush into the house in order to use that to stop the hedgemals from attacking further.
Right.
Except for the one that Zoe invited in because it was a
That's
unicorn.
right. Zoe did invite in a unicorn. Emily, I think you're.
I just was going to say my unicorn friend. My
That's
favorite.
right. We got your unicorn. So now inside the house, we all went not knowing about the magic going on. We all went into the house along with a unicorn, a topiary unicorn.
Right.
Topiary unicorn, not a real one.
Right. Excellent. Go ahead and reward yourself with a Benny.
Woohoo!
And then take
need
your 3 regular bennies, and so should everyone else except for Blythe, who has 4 regular bennies.
So fancy.
Because
And
I'm
then-
so cool.
And I will take my 4 regular bennies and the ones for my wild card.
Also, I just want to check my sound. Am I doing okay?
You are a little low.
It's a little low still.
Dang it. Why?
Yeah, it was fine until the stream started.
So all we have to do is turn off the stream, and then the sound will go back.
Here, I'll shut down the stream.
Okay.
Yep. Bye, everybody. It was great.
I'm gonna go to my audio settings.
All right. In any case, let's go ahead with setting the scene for everybody so we know what we're looking at. I believe I described this as mid-century modern, which I don't actually know what that is. So if you do, and I'm describing it wrong, please tweet someone who cares, because it's not me. So I believe we said this is mid-century modern and very cozy type of house area. The room has shown a little bit of wear from a magical battle that occurred moments before. And on one side of the room, there is our intrepid adventurers. And then on the other side, there is a, let's just call her a cult leader, who was slinging magic and had Silas on the ropes before the rest of the party came in.
Well, I mean, the situation was well in hand. I was taking care of it, and then everyone else barged in to do a kill steal. And
I came to save your life. Thank you very much.
You were doing great, Uncle Si. You were doing great, and I got this unicorn to help you.
I was not really coming here for you. Was getting my ass kicked, so I just ran.
I think Benton was more on the away. Away is more important than two.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a little bit like, oh, Silas, right, you're here. How's this going for you?
Okay, so I do need a little bit of help with the scene. So we knocked her out, right? Like that was a thing, like the big bad lady?
No, you had sort of momentarily stunned her.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the other two individuals came in, and Blythe came in, or rather Analia came in. But now she is standing at one end of the room, sort of in between the access to the rest of the house, and the rest of you are on the other side of the room, kind of by the window and the door, with like a nice little conversational pit that is separating you, but not an actual pit, because that's like a real 70s thing, and they're just kind of weird. But like the idea, a conceptual conversational pit, if you will, in between you.
I would believe that a weird cult leader has a conversation pit from the 70s.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Well, this one doesn't, and she's breaking your expectations. So there. Don't pigeonhole creepy old cultists.
All right.
The topiary unicorn is sort of standing midway between your two groups. Its head flushing back and forth between Zoe and the cult leader. And she hisses at you. I see all of you have made it inside. Well, you won't be able to stop what's coming. And she raises her hand as if she is going to cast. Does anyone want to say anything or do anything before we go to an initiative?
Is Counterspell a spell, or is it just like a thing I can do?
Is that a thing that you have on your sheet somewhere?
No, I just thought I could use the spellcasting skill to like shove it up her nose.
Huh. Let's think about that for a minute.
Okay, I'll search the book for Counterspell. Come to me last.
I don't see any rules for it on a quick search, but we'll think about that. Maybe that's an edge or a spell that we'll create off channel, since we like creating custom things for this game.
Yeah. I don't really like game design stuff, but we could try.
I know. I'll drag you into it kicking and screaming.
Yeah, thank you.
I would like to move as quickly as I can. I don't know if I can do this betwixt sort of her and nearly everyone as best as possible.
Okay.
Get up close in her grill, I believe, is the preferred term.
The parlance of the Utes.
You actually want to be within like grabbing range, punching range?
I don't necessarily.
Or do you just want to be sort of like if the three of them are here and then you're here and she's down here?
Yeah, basically, I want to be interpolated.
I don't camera, but
yeah, I want to interpolate myself, as they say, between the group and her.
Okay. All right, so you move into sort of a guard position and make ready. Emily, do you have anything that you would like to do here?
I want to make this unicorn love me. So it doesn't turn on me. I can tell that it has other allegiances, but it won't for long. I'm going to continue persuading it that I am its best friend. Because I took the edge very attractive, which gives me +2 to persuasion rolls. So, oh wait, I got to grab my wild die. So
that's my niece, everyone. That's my niece.
So your socialization for her in the mortal realm is going great.
Yeah, I got a 10.
Okay. Let me make actually a contested roll here.
Oh, you think you can contest me, little unicorn W?
I love
I'm gonna use a Benny on that. So look, you're at the very least you are reducing my resources, and I'm gonna roll worse. All right, the unicorn is one more step towards siding with. I don't think the battle is won yet, but it is leaning in your direction. We'll say.
Such a good boy. Such a good boy.
Are you like petting the leaves?
Yeah,
and
petting the side. Yeah.
trying to see if there's something you can feed it. Like
Zoe was
not interested in
absolutely a
sugar.
horse fae. Yeah. Yeah.
Not interested in apples. Huh. We'll have to figure something out.
Got some
Blythe,
miracle grow.
You beat me to the punch on that. I was
love
going to
it.
make that joke.
I love it.
just-
Blythe. Oh, go ahead.
I just want to make sure with everybody, it's cool if I get to keep the unicorn, right?
I
Great.
mean,
out of character, yes. In character, Analia is not sure what's happening.
As long as you promise to feed it and walk it and take care of
Yeah.
it,
Mhm.
yes, you can
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to pick up all its dropped leaves.
Oh, I'll just have David do all that.
As you melt his brain slowly.
Or not so slowly. I mean, he already loves cats. Didn't. Blythe, what's Analia doing?
Trying to think of like my instinct is to just tackle her. Just
Okay, so do you
Like-
kind of like adjust your stance so that you can try and tackle her?
yeah, I try to like see if I can like stealth around some of the furniture and like get ready to like kind of pounce on her possibly. Or at least get closer to where I can shoot her a little bit better.
I don't like.
They're not a couch. I
You
can,
would
like-
have to be like an amazing level of stealth to have someone who is ready to throw down and blast you, not
Okay,
not
not stealth,
notice.
but like taking cover as I walk by.
Okay.
Every chance, it's like one of those like when you're in a video game and you have a bunch of cover and you go from one to the next and kind of.
All right. Okay, so you're gonna kind of move and position yourself a little off to the side to try and take advantage of getting close and tackling her.
Yes.
Right? Okay, fantastic. And you want to try and keep cover as much as possible between you and that. Okay. Silas, what are you doing before we get started here?
I'm going to counterspell.
Okay. Did you find out how that's going to work?
Well, now here's the thing. So, there's a thing called counterattack, which lets you do something if they miss their attack.
Is that an edge?
It's an edge, yeah.
Okay.
And I was thinking, what if the new edge that I just got was
Oh, counter spell
yeah,
rather than counter attack.
yeah.
Rather than taking that D12 in spellcasting.
No, I want the D12 in spellcasting.
Okay.
All right. So, do I have time to cast a spell?
Not yet. I just wanted to get sort of like initial position so we knew like what
Okay.
everyone was getting ready.
Then I dive for cover behind the couch.
Right now we're in the bantering and monologue with the villain before we get started at the actual fight.
Oh no, she's so scary and I'm so hurt. I'm gonna like dive flop behind the couch, put the couch between me and her, and no more. I'm
Okay.
very
So-
badly burned.
With that in mind, I do want to let everyone know who's watching or listening that when I gave everyone the advancement after the initial combat last week, I also let everyone remove 1 level of wound. We're doing sort of like a mini level up here. You can either liken it to an MMO or to like the action movie trope, where the hero who has been beat the hell up gets a little bit of resolve back and is ready to jump in the fight. But with that, can everyone go through and let me know sort of where they are in terms of wounds, so we can kind of set that as well.
Zoe's been a little bit shaken, but has yet to be actually wounded. And I
Okay.
believe she shook off the shakenness. That was a really weird way to say that.
She's unshook.
I think I have a -1 wound that I'm still carrying.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you have Nerves of Steel or something to ignore wound penalties? So you may have a wound, but it's not actually affecting your actions, I believe.
Oh, yes, I did. Thank you for reminding me. I had forgotten.
Well, there you go.
Aha! I should read my sheets once in a while.
Analia, I remember you had taken 3 wounds, I think, from a bolt.
Yes, I think I'm at 2 wounds now, and I think I'm still shaken. I can't remember if I was not shaken. Or not.
We're gonna pass on the shaken. That just sort of went off with time. In the hey, we're just gonna roll a bunch of dice and figure out where everyone goes at the end of the show last week. So if anyone was shaken, you're no longer shaken.
Cool.
And then Jason, how is Silas?
I have 1 wound. I thought I had fatigue, but when we were talking about it before, you weren't sure how I would have gotten fatigue, and I'm not sure either. So,
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just say just apply whatever wounds you have.
okay.
And I don't know, like I feel that you were at 2 wounds now after the -1, but maybe I'm wrong there.
Oh, that's right. I was at 3 because I thought I was gonna die, and then
Right.
Okay, so I'm at 2 wounds, and maybe fatigue or no?
No fatigue. Just take -2 on your rolls and your actions.
Okay.
Okay, so you're at -2, or rather, Silas is at -2, Analia's at -2, Benton is at 1 wound but no penalty, and Zoe is fresh as a daisy.
Like always.
All right. So she kind of spits vitriol at you and tells you that you're fools and you can't stop what's coming, and it's too late anyway, and we're gonna go to initiative.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
I'm going to go
No whammies.
some direction. I don't have Twitch up, so I'm just going to again do this in an order that makes sense to me and nobody else. Silas, 5 of diamonds.
5 of diamonds. Got it.
Benton, 10 of clubs.
10 of clubs.
Zoe, Queen of diamonds.
Nice.
Analia, 5 of hearts. Cultist, 6 of hearts. And that is, I'll just use 1 for both the cultist and the topiary to figure everything out. So that looks like it is Zoe. Up first, what would you like to do?
I want to get on that unicorn and just run this woman through in the midsection with the horn.
Okay, so you're gonna try and hop on the unicorn and spur it
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me an athletics check
Oh shit.
at a -1 because this thing is still skittish and not entirely friendly.
Wait, I do have athletics, so this could be a fair fight. Let's find out. All right.
I want this to work so badly.
Oh hell yeah! Here we go. I exploded.
Oh, nice.
I exploded to a 7, so that's a 6.
Okay. 6 is going to be good enough. So you hop on the back and you spur the unicorn on. Make. So kind of describe this for me while I'm figuring out what I'm going to roll here.
Yeah, so I have this beautiful unicorn that I have named Little Jack Horner, and I have I jump on the back using my soccer skills, which are so finely cultivated, and I just like sort of lean down over its mane and I whisper in its ear, "Boy, you have to help my friends. We have to get rid of that woman." And I dig my heels in, and I don't think it heard anything I said, but I'm very strong and it hurts a lot. So yeah, the unicorn runs forward.
Okay. The unicorn kind of takes jumps a little bit in place and takes a step or two forward, and the head sort of turns around and looks at you quizzically.
Hi.
On that action, but it isn't moving to throw you off.
Great. I think we're becoming friends.
We're getting there. 10 of clubs, I believe that is Benton.
That's me. So since I'm right up in front of her, I am just gonna let's see, how close am I? I'm gonna try to shotgun blast her to at least see what it does.
Okay.
And that's the old shooting skill.
Yeah, I think that because somewhere in the middle at this range, I think we're gonna call this basically a melee attack.
Okay.
On the shotgun. So roll your shooting as normal.
Well,
I'm going to use parry rather than so your target is going to be a 7.
All right. Did not get a 7. I got a 4.
Well, you're a little too close. Unless you want to
I'm gonna
spend some of that belly.
I'm gonna
belly. Spend a belly.
I would love to spend a belly. Jeez. But I will spend the Benny and re-roll both of these to do a little worse. So that's a 4 is where that's going to live.
Okay. So you correct me if I'm wrong, but you swing the barrel up.
Yep.
In order to take a shot, and as your finger tightens on the trigger, she smacks the barrel off to the side, and the blast goes into the wall next to her.
Yep. All right. Fine.
And then I believe it is her action.
Oh boy.
She is going to cast a spell. So her hands come together and make like a sunshiny thing, and then she goes into classic Force Lightning position.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see if this is successful before I say
So I
how
know
great it is.
you said Force Lightning, but I heard Horse Lightning.
Totally a thing. That is 100% a thing now. She casts
lightning
Horse
that's
Lightning.
shaped like a horse.
Yeah.
Zoe
galloping.
absolutely had a horse lightning trapper keeper in like 5th grade.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, that is going to be, and streaming from her hands is It's like just gale force winds come blowing out at all of you, and you can see like flecks of green glow that's coming through, and they don't appear to be like doing any extra damage, but there's just sort of like a visual indication of the magic type, and that is going to. I need everyone to make an. We'll call it athletics. An athletics check at a -2.
Good.
And I'm already at -2, right? So -4.
Correct.
Okay.
So
What could go
good.
wrong?
I'm gonna re-roll that.
All right.
This is a magical effect.
This is a
Correct.
magical effect.
Ha ha ha! I've got an 11.
Okay.
I have a 7. And I spent 1 Benny to get that 7.
Okay.
Benny. That's what. Okay.
That's right.
Nope. I can take the better of the 2 rolls, right?
Absolutely.
I got a 0.
Okay.
The worst roll's a -1. So.
All right. So who succeeded?
I succeeded.
I think I succeeded.
And Zoe did as well. And Silas, how did you do?
I got a 3
Okay.
after the -4. So
Okay. That's super impressive.
it's a positive number.
Yeah, but not quite good enough.
No.
Zoe and Benton, you are going to, let me see, 8 damage is coming your way through force. So does that break toughness for you?
I don't think it does.
As long as it's still it's magical damage, it does not.
It doesn't for me. Yeah.
What's your thing that's magical damage?
Arcane resistance.
Oh,
+2
okay.
to all trait rolls against magical effects, and magical damage is reduced by 2.
Great. So that's so it's 6 coming at you, and your toughness with your
Is
armor is
6.
greater than 6.
It's actually, yeah,
Great.
with my armor, it's a 7.
Good enough. And Zoe, your
My
toughness is.
toughness is a 10 now.
Oh
with
wow.
armor.
Okay.
With armor, which I have
Okay.
on. So it's a 9
Cool.
without.
Cool. So you guys, you are momentarily shaken by the wind that is blasting out towards you, but you have no other effects other than being shaken. So next turn you'll need to throw off that shaking condition.
Clarifying question. Has the unicorn lost like any leaves?
I didn't roll for the unicorn, so let me do that real quick, because that may also change your position here.
I shouldn't have said anything.
The unicorn staggers and is thrown against the wall.
Oh my god. No.
And you can see a bunch of leaves have gone flying off of it.
Little Jack Warner.
So you can. It's a lot less unicorn. It's less unicorn looking now than it was before, because some of the shaped leaves have been blown away from the framework. And then Silas and Analia, I did not forget about you. You're going to take that same amount of damage, but you've also been thrown back against the wall on there. So I believe that is. I want to say that you both have a toughness around 4. Is that accurate?
Yep.
Okay. So
Yep.
8 damage is going to be a success and a raise. on that. So that is a wound for each of you, and
Okay.
you are also shaken.
Okay.
3 wounds.
Three wounds is still functional. 4 wounds is where you become incapacitated.
Now,
Not necessarily dead, just incapacitated.
we had talked briefly about, because I had forgotten to spend my starting money, and we were going to suggest that my long coat had some sort of protective quality to, like, not
So yeah,
flak
so
jacket, but
right. In this setting, the coat gives you a value of 1 armor.
okay. And does
Which-
that just add to my toughness?
Correct. It adds 1 to your toughness, unless I have anything that's armor piercing.
Okay.
But I'll let you know if anything like that happens.
Okay. Would the
So
spell bypass the armor, or should I count that as my toughness?
No, you should count that as your toughness.
Okay, so my toughness is
So if it's 5, that means there was not a raise in
right.
there.
Okay.
So you are shaken but no wound.
Oh no. Okay, so I'm just at 2 wounds still. Okay, thank you.
No, thank you. All right. Next is 5 of Hearts, which
That's
I believe
me.
is Analia.
Yep. I'm gonna try to shake off being shaken.
Okay, so that's a vigor roll.
Good. Just gonna do so well. Oh wait. Sweet. I got a 5.
Excellent. That's enough to throw off the shaken effect. So you can take actions as normal.
Cool. Does that count as a free action or an action?
Nope, that's a free action.
Oh, cool. Then you know what? I want to spend a PowerPoint and use burst.
Okay.
Which I now realize I forgot to have pulled up, but it's a cone, and I've decided that my burst is electricity.
Okay.
So I'm going to basically, I have like a glorified. So the way that I picture my burst, it's supposed to be a cone, but like I want it to be like a honey lemon. Like I throw a little ball and it goes.
Okay.
Stockies.
Okay. So I think like if this works for you, that like let's imagine like it's a segmented ball of balls, and as you throw it, parts of it fly off and create more of the electrical effect.
Cool.
For the whole cone area.
And now, oh, hello. What's math? Hold on. A 12.
Okay. That's for the cast.
Yes.
Okay, and is there an enhanced effect on a raise?
Yeah, hold on. Sorry, I forgot to pull up I have it bookmarked, but I forgot to pull up the book. Because I'm smart sometimes. It's like
Blast. Okay.
It's
2d6
I think it's
damage or 3d6 with a raise.
okay, so it's 3d6.
Okay, so roll 3d6 for damage.
Well, that could have been better. I got 8.
Okay, do you want to keep that or do you want to re-roll your damage?
I'll keep it.
Okay. All right. The lightning lashes out and it is just charring and singeing and blowing away parts of this living room, and it impacts on the cultist, and you can see her coil back in shock as small electrical burns sort of appear on her body from the attack. You've done a wound and you have shaken her.
Haha.
Okay, and then that leaves our 5 of diamonds.
Okay.
Oh, quick question. Blythe, I just want to make sure that was a 12 after your -3.
I didn't realize I had a -3. No.
Yeah, you're at a -1 for each wound level.
So, it was a 9 then.
So 9. Okay, that's still enough for a success and a raise, so we're okay.
Sorry, that's me not remembering that.
No worries.
I'm gonna write it down.
Okay, so I got a 2 on my vigor roll for being shaken.
Okay.
What am I able to do while shaken?
So at this point, if you want to remain shaken, you can still move and take free actions, but you don't have an action to make an attack or anything like that. But you could position yourself, or you could talk, or any other free action that you might have. You can also, if you wish, spend a Benny to automatically clear the shaking condition, so that you can act normally this turn.
I don't think I'm gonna do that, but I am going to try to solidify the cover that I have between me and her. Or no, I got blown back against the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you're not pinned there or entangled, so you can move and take cover if you want.
So she's on the other side of where this conversation lounge is and all that?
Yeah. So there's a couch and there's some easy chairs.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably a coffee table. There's probably other small comfort things in the area if you want to imagine them.
Okay. So I want to try and get something between me and her that fully obscures me from view.
Okay.
And then yell, "You might as well give up. It's 5 against 1. Even your unicorn turned against you."
Okay. You can take cover behind one of the chairs.
Okay.
What that's going to do is it's going to make me subtract 2 from rolls to hit you.
Okay.
So please remind me if I do other area attacks, and I forget.
Okay.
Likely I will. Also, I do want to remind everyone, because I think we kind of forgot, because I only talked about it in the first episode, and then we haven't really been in a position for it to be used. For the times when I forget to give out bennies, which I want to try and do when you guys do awesome things or have good ideas or make me laugh or other fun things, there are 2 table bennies that you, the players, can assign to other players as well, in case I miss something or am on the button. Now, I don't want to just turn those into hey, here's just 2 free resources, but if something cool happens, or if there's a great joke happens, don't be afraid to nominate that player for a Benny, and I'm sure I'll approve it.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay. With that, I think we are at the top of the order. So we'll start again with Jason. You are the 9 of hearts. Jay, you are the 8 of spades. Emily, Jack of diamonds.
So mad about my unicorn, so I'm alert.
Blythe, King of diamonds.
Ooh.
And mine will go on the 5 of clubs. So you're all going to get to go do your things before I do. Analia, King of diamonds, is up first.
All right. Sorry, dogs. I'm going to.
Oh, what a great idea. Hold on, let me write that down.
Hellhounds. Hellhounds are going to appear now. They are the cult of the Q. They are the cult of the hounds. I'm going to use burst again on.
Okay.
Because it seemed to go pretty well.
Great. Roll your spellcasting.
All right. I got a 5.
All right, that's enough for the spell to successfully cast. Roll your damage, 2d6.
6.
Okay. It's almost like she is like braced for it a little bit this time, and is the follow-up damage doesn't seem to affect her very much.
Okay. I'm gonna. Is there like a chair or a couch or something near me, or like a coffee? Not a what are they called? The side tables you have are like nightstand.
Okay.
There's something I can hide behind.
Sure. There's a couch. There's some chairs. There's a side table. There's a coffee table. There could be a ficus if you want. Like, what's your pleasure?
I'm gonna hide behind what I imagine what's closest to me is probably like a chair or like a.
Great, exactly. So there's a chair. So you crouch down behind the other easy chair. So you and Silas have your little chair command going on there. Cool. Looks like that is then Zoe.
Yeah. I just don't feel safe about my unicorn anymore. So I'm going to jump off. I'm going to try and like jump off him and right onto this woman and like try and tear her apart.
Okay. So you're just going to leap at her and
just like smash her in the face.
Awesome. Fantastic. So you leap off the unicorn, you come flying at her. Fist, sword, how are you doing?
Fists.
Okay.
I added an extra bonus when I attack unarmed.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what your advances are that you took now. So I
well, I did that at the start of the session. So
okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. So what's the edge you took that gives you a bonus with your unarmed?
It's called Bruiser.
Okay.
Which it won't let me take it because I have Brawler, whatever.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna have that advantage, but I boosted my strength, so I still have that going.
Right. Okay. Increase their toughness by 1, and roll strength plus a d4 when hitting with their feet, with their fists, etc., etc. Cool. That's great. I love it. I think that's fantastic. So make your fighting roll.
Okay.
Her parry is 7, so that's the number you're looking for.
Oh boy. All right. Well, because I could not take the Brawler thing, I'm gonna boost my one. I just have that hanging out there, and that's fan.
I apologize, but I can't. You keep pinging in and out, so I'm not catching what you're saying.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Great. I just was saying because I have, and now my brain totally left me, because I have that advance now because I could not take Bruiser, I am going to boost my fighting die by 1.
Okay, and is that over your? That's not.
That's my final advance. Okay. I had an advance go back into the pool. Basically,
no worries. That sounds great.
Spending it on this. Cool.
I just want to make sure
you seem to do a lot of fighting.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you're getting full value because I think that is your fighting now over your agility?
Yes.
It is? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That is a 7. Do I need to beat it by 1 or match it?
You need to beat it. Tie does go to the defender.
Well, yeah, I guess I'm not gonna go after it. I'll just know I made a great attempt.
Okay, so you leap off Little Jack Horner and you come flying at her like, fist in the air, completely anime style, and knock into her, and she's just kind of like warding off your blows, and so you're not really doing a lot of damage. But you can tell it's very close that you can break through her defenses.
Extremely mad. That's what.
Okay, I believe that was Jack of Diamonds, so we're at 9 of Hearts.
Okay. I wanted to double check something here. It looks like throwing off Shaken is rolling with Spirit, and I was rolling with Vigor for some reason. Am I supposed to be rolling Vigor in this case?
No. You should be telling me what a bad game master I am.
No,
and,
that's not what I'm going to say.
And that I got the rules wrong.
Nope, that's okay. I was just looking it up. And I remembered why I gave myself a D8 in Spirit.
Yep. And, I'm actually just going to blame chat. Chat should have caught this and told me I was a bad GM. So, if
That's
you're,
all right.
If you're watching.
I rolled a 2 on my D8 as well, so there's really, that's my life.
Okay.
We're doing so
it wasn't
well.
meant to be.
I'll stay in cover. The end.
Okay. So, do you have any other actions that you want to take that are not attacks that might help?
I can't. I mean, that would be any spell casting, right? Like, all I can do is move or free action.
Yeah, I don't know, scoot the chair along, or
I don't want to get closer to her.
or, well, scoot it back, pull it
Say,
back.
hey, look over there.
No, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Okay, we'll just let it happen.
Does this roll also suffer from the minus from my wounds?
It does.
Oh, okay, then it's even worse, in fact.
Okay.
So, that's fine. I'm catching my breath.
Gotcha.
I'm picturing like you doing the Will Smith in Men in Black, where it just like very loudly as you pull it.
Trying to move the desk over to like write the thing.
I love that scene.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
I tell you what, just give me an Arcana check while you're catching your breath here.
Okay. I forget. Do I add it? No, I just have to subtract 2, 3. Well, I have 2 wounds and I'm shaken. So how much should I subtract?
Don't worry about the shaken. Just subtract your wounds.
Okay, so I got 11 minus 2 is 9.
Okay. You can see actually that there is there's power that's emanating from a ring on the cultists, on the cult.
Bless you.
On the cult leader's finger.
Okay.
So just do what you want with that information.
All right. So I'll just holler like get the ring off her finger, and that's it.
Great.
So she's a Green Lantern.
Yes. Yeah, because she manipulates all the like foliage and topiary. Yeah.
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 Quick, who has yellow? Does anyone have yellow? Because I'm ultimate cosmic power, immortal deity, unless you're wearing one of the primary colors.
In which case, nope, nothing I can do about it.
All right, and finally, I guess we've got 8 of spades.
That's
me. And then I get my go. What is Benton doing?
Did I hear Silas yell?
Yep. You guys are just a couple feet from each other.
Cool. Well, then I'm going to try to... Okay, yeah, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to cut her hand off.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm going to draw my sword.
All right.
And now that I know, I'm going to aim to cut her hand off.
Great. So this is going to be a called shot for the hand.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's...
I believe that you are going to be at a -4 penalty.
-4, okay.
Plus, and then you don't have anything for your wounds.
-1 for my wounds. So I've got a...
No, because you have... Cause,
right, because my armor.
Because nerves of steel, I believe.
Oh, nerves of steel. Right. Nerves of steel. So okay, so but -4 for
Okay.
the. And is this a fighting?
I assume that you're going to do it with your sword, so yes.
Yes. Okay.
Hand -4. Target may be disarmed. So yeah, make a fighting roll at -4. Her parry is 7, so you'll need to roll at least an 11.
When you say it, it sounds like a really high number. I want you to know that.
I'm not jinxing you or anything.
All right, I'm gonna burn a Benny on that one. That was not an 11. Ooh. Oh. I'm gonna burn one more Benny, even though that was a good one.
Okay.
I can take the highest roll, even though it won't matter.
Absolutely.
Right. Ooh. This might be. Oh, man. I can't add them together, right?
Now, the best of any of the 3 sets of rolls.
It's a 10.
Okay.
That's not true. That's impossible.
I rolled double 6s on that last one.
Oh, it looks so good. Yeah.
It looks so good. So good. I don't want to spend my last Benny. I'll just live with my failure.
Okay. I'm going to say that you are still going to go ahead and hit her, but she sees your intent. Sees your intent and moves her hand out of the way.
She's not a supernaturally evil creature, right?
No.
Hold on.
I'll get you something, I promise.
I'm just making sure here that there's got to be something. Nope. Okay, fine.
This is your garden variety mortal evil, not supernatural evil.
All right, fine. Okay.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and make a hit and do damage.
Okay.
Also, I loved that you were willing to go for it, and I thought it was such a great idea that I'm going to give you a Benny. So,
woohoo!
So take one back.
I did a whopping 4 damage.
Okay. You're just afraid, I think, to hit Zoe, who is still just like trying to clobber this lady, and so you don't get the full force of the blow behind what's going on, and she doesn't seem too affected by what's going on.
All right.
But what she does do is let's see, she's being grappled, she's got all this stuff. I think she's going to try and blast you again with that spell. So let's see what she can do on that spell. I'm going to impose a penalty for Zoe being just completely up in her face about everything that's going on right now, which probably isn't canonical, but I think casting a spell requires a little bit more concentration than that's going to let go on. But the spell is still successful, so I need everyone to make an athletics roll. No penalty. No penalty from the spell. Any other penalties you have still apply.
Good.
Okay. In this case, Silas and Analia, go ahead and add 2 to your roll to represent your cover.
What? I'm sorry, I missed what was happening. What are we rolling?
She managed to get the gale force winds come slamming everybody back.
Right.
So everyone needs to make an athletics roll.
Athletics.
You and Analia at +2 for your cover.
Minus
Everyone
2
else-
for wounds.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
With my +2, it is an 8.
Yeah, so with my +2, I managed to get a 4.
Okay.
+2 minus 2 puts me at a 14.
I'm
Okay.
What?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Oh, your mic's cutting in and out, I think. A 5?
Okay. 5 is successful. 4 is successful. How did Benton do?
I got an 8.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Nobody is pushed back against the wall, and the damage actually seems to be not as severe. So I don't know if you are getting used to it, like you've become inured to this type of force, but at least for that one, basically no effect.
Woohoo!
So let me start top of the round again. Jason, 4 of hearts. Jay, 3 of hearts.
3 of hearts.
Emily, 9 of clubs. Blythe, 3 of diamonds.
Wow. Did we just get almost every 3?
Almost.
Threes and 4s. I am ace of spades.
Oh,
That's
I
a
was
1,
really
right? That's a 1
Yeah,
in this game?
no, it's
Yeah,
not. It's
yeah,
not
yeah,
a 1 in this game.
I'm really sure that is exactly what you told us repeatedly. And
Yeah,
wrote
in all the channels.
stone.
Yeah.
That's
it's
actually
a,
the name of this game. The name of this game is Aces 1.
it's a 1 when it benefits us. Otherwise, it's not.
Exactly.
That's what I read.
Right.
how it works.
Okay.
It's just like jokers don't work for you for whatever reason. It's
Yeah,
not
I
Right.
don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I was really worried I was going to draw a Joker. So
Yeah, I don't make the
comparatively, the ace is not too bad. Seeing how this is going, she clenches her fist and shouts, "To me!" And then she is going to try and push Zoe off of her. So if you could make a contested strength roll with me.
Yeah, so I'm rolling strength plus wild.
Yep. Okay, I rolled a 14. Explosions work for me too.
Oh, I know. I'm spending a Benny.
Somebody take away his dice.
Yep, I got a 7. It's the best I can do.
Okay. She just stiff arms you and throws you back out of the way. And I think that's all that's doing. It's just disengaging from melee. And then she brings her other hand down, and she's covered in a shimmering field that looks similar to what Silas uses.
Oh, good.
So
Wow.
it looks a lot like the armor that Silas uses as a protection spell.
Love that. Love
Cool.
that so much.
Love this journey for us.
And the Emily, I want you to choose 2 numbers on a D8. Any 2 numbers on a D8.
5.
5 and 2. Okay. Great. The unicorn sort of shakes its head and begins to kind of wilt.
No.
9 of clubs, which I believe is you.
Take off. And here's beneath my wings in her hat.
You're roboting.
Knows what's happening.
I think that you're. Do you maybe want to type something and we can interpret for you?
No, am I doing better now?
Now, yes.
Yep.
Okay, great. I don't know what's going on tonight. Just to tear.
Oh, like as soon as you move, it goes back again.
I'm gonna lose wire. It's my computer, a giant app, but the one that actually works has a broken webcam. So here we are. I'm sad about the unicorn. I was trying to say earlier, but I'm going to the armor with my sword.
Okay, so you're going to attack with your sword and try and pierce through her armor.
Stab armor, yeah.
Great. I love that. I love that action. Roll fighting, please.
Okay. Eight.
That's going to be
wait,
good enough.
wait. I exploded on both. I didn't even see that.
Okay.
9.
Okay. That's gonna be a hit. Roll your damage.
Okay, that's or strength.
Strength plus a D6 or a D4 for a short sword. Is it a D6?
Let me check. I have down here. Yeah, D6.
Okay, great. Strength plus a D6.
That's an 8.
Okay, that is going to be enough to cause a wound. No, because she cast armor.
Was it armor or arcane armor? Arcane protection, I mean.
Armor, or yeah. So the protection spell. So no, her toughness is currently an 8, but you did hit, so that's enough to shake her. You can't quite penetrate the shimmering armor. It like dimples in at the point of your sword, but she's sort of thrown back in confusion a little bit. So she'll have to unshake.
She hurt my beautiful boy. She hurt him.
Anything else? Okay. So our next is 4 of Hearts.
It's a me. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pay the Benny to not be shaken.
Okay, roll your spirit first, because if you hit it this time,
I can do both.
Spend the bet. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Always roll to remove shaken, because you might get lucky.
Oh, they're both exploding.
Excellent.
Okay, so that's like a 14 is the best I can do.
Oh, fantastic! You throw off the shaken effect. You have your second wind.
Okay.
That's good enough. I'm going to give you back. I'm going to give you back 2 power points.
Oh, okay, that's great because I was about to short a spell.
Well, now you don't need to short it as much.
It's only 1 power point to cast Arcane Protection, which is the spell that I'm casting on myself. Well, actually, hold on. Zoe is toe-to-toe with her. Benton is toe-to-toe.
Yep.
So the two of them is sort of ganged up on her. And Benton looks like he's trying to cut her hand off.
Yeah. Yeah, he heard you say go for the hand.
Okay. And it kind of seems like that's what he's doing. Okay. So actually, I'm going to cast Arcane Protection on Benton. Oh no, you already have. Oh no, it does stack. It stacks with arcane resistance. I checked. So, that's what I'm gonna do.
Zoe, it didn't affect your roll, but you and Benton get a gang up bonus. So add +1 to your fighting attacks for the future.
Okay, with my -2 for wounds, I have an 8 on my spell casting for arcane protection on Benton.
Awesome. That's a success and a raise.
Now, with that raise, let me look at that spell. I can't remember if I can choose extra targets. On a raise. Oh, I just have to spend more power points to do it. Can I do that after the fact, or do I have to declare it ahead of time?
You would declare it ahead of time, but since we weren't sure if you want to spend both of your power points to get both of them,
Yeah, I would like to do that.
I'm fine
please.
with that.
Okay. Thank you. So Zoe and Benton have arcane protection with a raise, which means they have -4 to like arcane powers have -4 to affect them.
So is that so? Like I subtract 4 from damage, or
they will have -4 to the roll versus them, and they will subtract 4 damage if the spell does damage.
Great. So -4 to hit, -4 effect.
Yep. And
Whatever that means.
It says specifically here that arcane protection stacks with arcane resistance. Should the recipient have both! Exclamation point. So I'm making use of my exclamation point.
Exclamation point. It's a very exciting place in Northern California.
Yes.
An excitable place.
Okay, so yeah, they both have -4, which is good versus magic.
Great. That was a great use of that at the moment.
But I think I'm doing it from I'm looking under the gap under the couch at their feet and casting it at their feet. And then a sort of shimmering sparkle comes up from the floor. I'm a glitter mage. That's
Yes.
I think we've established that.
But it doesn't just protect my feet, right? It's
No.
All right. Just
No,
making
it's shoots across the floor and then zoop up around you.
Your feet
Fancy.
start to tingle, and then it's like golden glitter comes up like a transporter effect,
Yep.
except that you're still here.
Yep.
sure. Love it.
Beep boop beep, and then you're still here.
Nice callback. Thank you.
All right, fantastic. Let's go to 3 of Hearts.
Was that me? Or was that Blythe?
Yes.
Yes, it's me.
She's saying it's you.
Cool. Let's do some fun now. Now that I'm all glittery, I am gonna do a punch about it.
Okay.
And just try to, since the called shot didn't quite have the effect I wanted, I'm just gonna slip on the old brass knuckles and whack her.
Okay.
Whack her in the right in the gob.
And this is not a called shot. You're just making.
It's not a
regular
cop shot.
attack.
I'm just
Okay.
yep, flailing wildly. Flavor. It was just for flavor.
Great. And don't forget a +1 for your gang up bonus for the attack.
That's right. So a +1. Let me ask you: is magical armor a magical effect?
How does your thing? How's your thing phrased?
+2 on trait rolls to resist magical effects.
Would not apply in this case.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah, it's a static thing that's affecting her, not something that's affecting you.
Got it. All right, so I got a +1, so that is a 6.
Okay. She is still fighting off both of you despite being
Damn it.
stunned and injured.
All right, I'll just leave it stand. All right. Yep.
Okay, 3 of diamonds.
My turn. I'm gonna shoot her with a bolt.
Okay. And your bolt is fire, as I recall?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, just marking down my PowerPoints. All right. I rolled a 5.
Now, let me make a question, and we'll still take the 5. If you have extra power points, don't forget that you can apply like armor piercing to that
Oh.
to help combat the armor that she put up. So it's you can spend up to 3 additional power points, and you get you get two armor piercing for each point spent.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, I'll do that. I have a lot of PowerPoints.
Okay, so how many do you want to spend for armor piercing?
I'm just gonna spend 1 more, so that'll make it. That should make it a 7.
No, it doesn't change your attack roll. It just means that when you roll damage, that you can ignore 2 points of her armor.
Okay.
Which will make it easier to actually hurt her.
Then I'm gonna spend 1 to get that 2.
Huh? I'm sorry, I'm confused.
Well, I'm gonna spend 1 PowerPoint to get that bonus.
Oh yeah, for 2 armor piercing. Got it.
Yeah.
Cool. So your attack was enough to hit. So roll your damage.
I think that's 2d6. Oh, that's not bad. I rolled a 9 plus that 2, so 11.
Okay, so 9 damage ignoring 2 armor is going to be enough for another wound. So your fireball or bolt lashes out, and you can see that she is definitely wounded and in trouble here. I'm going to roll for soak for her, actually. Let me give that a shot. I think what was confusing me, Jason, before was that soaking is vigor, and so in my head that just also applied to shaken, not spirit.
Shaken, not stirred.
Yeah. That was an incredibly bad roll. So no, she does not shake off the wound. She does not soak the wound.
Woohoo!
Yay!
All right. I think that is everything. Top of the order. Jason, 8 of clubs. Jay, 8 of hearts.
Ooh.
We got a lot of twinsy bobs
Yeah.
in this game. Emily, Joker.
Yay!
Joker. So that means you can go at any time during the round, and your actions and damage are both at +2.
Don't we all get a Benny too?
I did say that, didn't I? Yeah, go ahead and
Yes.
everyone take a bet.
That's what I thought. Ha-ha!
I forgot about which rule set we're playing under. 6 of diamonds for Analia. And I am acting on 10 of hearts.
Ugh.
So unless Zoe wants to interrupt, I'm going to go first.
I've gotten a diamond every time this round.
What happens? Like,
I couldn't tell if that was you wanted to see what happens.
I'm gonna see what happens. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Great. So because you have the Joker, you can even interrupt me without making a check. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, and then you can decide if you want to hop in before I get to do that. She takes a step back and begins a short villain monologue.
Ugh.
You fools will never stop us. My minions are coming, and once we have the blood, you will not be able to prevent the coming of the Ancient One.
I
And
oh Titus, can I stab her in the face?
absolutely.
Great. Jack.
So she was about to cast a spell, but stab her in the face.
But do I just need to cross the 4?
No, this is it'll be her parry because this is melee. So 7 is the number you need, or above 7.
Advantage won't work at all. Okay.
And don't forget your +1 for the gang up bonus.
Yeah. What's my
Mm-mm.
The +1 is because you and Silas are both fighting her. So it's 2-on-1.
do I also hit this roll or
Just to the attack, not to damage.
they 11?
So, okay, and that is with the +2 for your Joker as well. Okay, so 11 is going to be beats a 7 with a raise. So you're going to do an extra d6 on your damage.
Great. Love this for me.
So if I'm keeping track, I believe that's a d10 plus 2d6.
I think D8 plus 2d6.
Okay, you're at a d8 strength.
Yes.
Okay.
That's 12.
Okay. That is going to beat her toughness of 8, so it would punch through the armor. I am definitely going to try and soak that here.
Never mind.
What was that?
The +2 was on my strength, not on my damage.
It would be on both.
And that's a 14.
Okay. 14 would be 8 would be 2 wounds. So I will try again. I'm going to fail again, and I'm going to stop using bennies. So, your sword punches through her armor. What happens?
It goes straight into her eye.
Okay.
I don't know that it like hits the brain or anything, but it must be close. But yeah, she's got a sword in her eye.
Oh, it definitely does. You drive her with the sword down into the ground and ka-chunk into the floor.
Cool.
And she goes limp.
Oh. Well,
That was for my unicorn.
that was eventful.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah. I mean, she's not. She's real not.
Okay.
Who's closest to Little Jack Horner? Can you just see how he's doing?
You mean this pile of leaves over here?
Oh God.
Zoe, I'm sorry. I don't think it's gonna make it.
I was gonna ride him into my wedding.
Well, we'll just have to get you another unicorn.
I'm not sure it would have made it through winter anyway, but
Oh no. David would have made sure it was fine.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm sure. But yeah.
His parents are rich. They could have bought a greenhouse.
Can
It
we
would've been
maybe
fine.
deal with the cult leader here who's and where's Willem?
Unclear.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna try to take the ring off of her finger and see what that does.
Yeah, Analia's like
Wait,
gonna come over and
wait.
start inspecting the body.
Careful with that.
Okay, so the living room is pretty trashed from the aftermath of this confrontation. Her hand is limp as you lift it up, and you try and pull the ring off of her finger, and it won't come off. It seems to be stuck.
The ring seems to be stuck. Silas, you got some magic you can do here?
Yep. Yeah, I think so. And is there like a letter opener or something nearby? Just looking around at like whatever might be at hand.
There's a broken mirror from the fight.
Okay.
So there's some large sturdy glass shards.
Oh wait, we got two people with swords here. Never mind.
Also the abstract sculpture that I described on the coffee table last week has broken. So there's several sharp pieces of stone.
No, that's all right. We got two people with swords.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So look here, just step on this part and get a chop right through there.
Do you want the whole hand?
I don't need the hand. I need the finger to come off so we can get the ring off.
Well, all right. I mean, that's
come
what
off pretty easily.
I'm just saying. I don't need to step. I'll just lay it down on this table here, and then just make with the whackety whack. And you'll get 4 fingers. So now you have 4 fingers. I don't know what you want to do with it.
That's okay. Only need the one.
Can we all stop goofing around? We've lost a beloved party member.
Okay, so
Who's that?
It's the unicorn. She misses the unicorn.
There was a unicorn?
Yeah.
The unicorn that was part of the creatures trying to kill us.
Oh, I was too distracted by cult leader lady.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the corner, the ivy leaves that make up the topiary of the unicorn of Little Jack Horner are turning brown and beginning to fall off of the framework and skeleton of the animal.
Okay, yes, it tried to kill us at first, but sometimes things that try to kill you can become your friends. Haven't you ever seen Jurassic Park?
Yes.
Yes, and that is not the takeaway I got from
Those
Jurassic
two
Park.
kids befriended those velociraptors. It went really well.
Did you watch the whole movie?
Yeah, did you get to the kitchen scene?
Yeah, when they made friends with the velociraptors.
Oh, okay. I'm sensitive to the fact that you made a friend, and
Yes.
and that's a gap in your heart, and I get that. But right now, we have to figure out what this cult is trying to bring into the world and see if we can stop it and maybe rescue Willem if it's convenient.
Okay, but
Maybe we should start with rescuing Willem, because that's what we're being paid to do.
we are having a funeral when we get back to the office. I will have you know.
100% on board with that. I would like to speak at the funeral if you'll let me.
Do you want to plant a tree in honor?
Yes, let's take one of the vines and see if we can use that to make a tree. That's how that works, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Definitely.
By all means, yes.
You just
Can I search the body for culty clues?
Sure. Emily, go ahead and take a penny for your commitment to this bit. I really appreciate it. So
Agreed.
I want you to have that. That's my gift to you.
Now, just to go back to Benton's butchery.
Yes.
Butchery.
Are we able to get hold of a ring?
So he, as described, chops off all of the fingers, and so you can gingerly pick up the ring
Get
finger.
that off the one ring style. Pull it off the other one.
It seems like it should just come right off, but you're getting a magical twinge coming off of it.
All right. Can I roll Arcana to sort of study this thing?
Absolutely.
Okay. Or wait, what is that? The skill? I mean, there is no Arcana. Is it spellcasting?
I mean, there's a cult.
Oh, occult, probably.
Yeah,
I don't
roll
know.
occult.
Okay. Oh, my 8 explodes, and with a 1. Okay, so a 9 minus 2 for my wounds is a 7.
Okay. You can tell that this is actually a band. It's a silver band, and in a twisting pattern that is very similar to like a Triskelion, but not.
Mm-hmm.
But not exactly that.
Okay.
There is a small fleck of Fae stone that is entwined in the silver strands, and you can tell that is enormous. It's a think of it as like a power battery that it stores magical energy for use, and that it has been attuned and probably sunk a piece of itself into the user. That can be reversed, but it'll take some time.
Okay.
And until that time, it is still locked into its previous user.
Okay, well, I'm going to put that finger into the pocket that will preserve it.
Right, the preserving pocket.
Yeah.
I like to think that it's a pocket that is refrigerated for some weird reason.
Uh-huh.
And so you might have like little frozen treats in there that maybe you want to take out before you put the finger in, or not. I don't know.
Yeah. I pull out the packet of blueberries and put that in there. And
have a little blueberry snack.
yeah. Also, if who all is wounded?
Yeah, I think it's just us.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to cast heal and see how good it goes. But
Benton is also wounded, but you know from past experience that you won't be able to magically heal him.
yeah, he works differently.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me double check what it says about extra targets. Okay. So, removes wounds less than an hour old. A success removes 1 wound, and a raise removes 2. Power can maybe cast additional times to remove additional wounds within that hour. For extras, yeah. And okay, yeah, it doesn't say anything about extra targets.
No, I think it's on a one per one basis.
I can't anyway. I'm at 0 power points, and it's 3 power points to cost. So I'm going to be at -5 to cast the spell, and that just seems like to walk into shorting a spell on -5 seems like a bad idea. So we're not doing that.
Okay, for the moment. As brutal as that fight has been, it does seem as though fairly localized to this room. Everyone give me a notice check, please.
Notice.
I see it.
A 4?
All right.
5.
15 minus 2 is a 13.
Oh my god, what are you doing over there?
Ooh.
That's my D6s do better than any of my other dice.
Sorry, -3, that's a 2. Never mind. I keep forgetting
Okay.
about my minuses.
Look at Mr. Fancy over here.
I got a 3.
Okay. Zoe and Analia, your ears are ringing a little bit from the power that was being flung about. Lightning, fire, wind, all that kind of stuff in a very close proximity. The other two of you, it's strangely quiet. Like, I don't know if you've ever been in a large space that has no people in it, but there's a certain quality of silence that occurs, and you are getting that sense from this house.
That it's a big empty space with no people in it.
Yeah. but
But
not
it's-
but not in the normal way that a house might be like that.
Right.
More like imagine you're in a big museum after hours and
Yeah,
there's no
okay.
one else around. That's the kind of silence and feeling that you're getting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The the silence.
Silas, do you have like a? I'm feeling real weird around here. Do you have like a detect magic sort of?
I do. I've used it many times with you and on your behalf, Benton.
Well, now might be a time to.
I am at the very limit of staying on my feet right now.
Okay.
And cannot push the boundary any further. I'm sorry.
Gotcha. Anybody else got a sense magic weirdness sort of thing that they're hiding? Any weird and unusual abilities that I don't remember?
Nah. I have. Analia is just like magic is not. It sounds like we have to investigate the old-fashioned way, and she just starts looking around the house. Definitely
guess-
stuffed up and not feeling great, but she's like, just like, gotta look around.
I guess we could do that. Everybody look around. Look for magical
Oh wait,
stuff.
can I still hack into security stuff?
Sure. You still have your. I think you probably left it in the truck because it was. Remember, we described that it was
Yeah.
bulky because you're using a bunch of weird pieces, off the shelf pieces for it. So I think it's probably back in the van when you were investigating. It's
Okay.
not super portable.
Okay. Analia's like, wait a second, I can go check all the security footage and see if there's been anything strange going on or if they maybe brought someone into the house. So she's
Alright.
gonna go back out to the van to her device and see if she can hack into the footage from the cameras.
That's an excellent idea.
Cool.
I would say use the best of your. I'll tell you what. Give me a research roll, and this is just going to be to see if you're going to get a bonus to your hacking.
With my wild die?
Yeah. Yep. Because as I recall, your hacking is still much better than your research.
Yes. I got a 4.
Okay. I'm going to say that that's good enough to take a +1 to your hacking roll. The research is going to kind of give you an idea of an algorithm to be able to scrub through the records without having to watch them in real time to figure out what's what. It's going to just give you a bonus to that.
I got a 7.
Okay. It takes a little bit of time. Call it probably 30 minutes. It's going to take for you to get through all of the footage. If you want, do you guys want to wait that long while Analia initiates that process?
As a matter of fact, I would like to take some time to rest as I'm reading about how PowerPoints work. And what I'm hunting for is a drink cart, a wet bar, a kitchen cabinet, wherever the booze is. And that's... also, I wanted to ask about headcanon. I imagine Silas is kind of beat up and a little bloody, but in my head I was picturing his blood as green, if that's not a problem. Okay.
Not for me.
Yeah, so he's just got...
Works for me, you pointy-eared bastard.
He's got this beard. He's got like some green blood in his beard, and he's trying to.
I'll have you know, pointy-eared bastard was my Tumblr username for like a year.
That's great.
Nice.
All right. So I'm just going to say, kind of narratively, Analia has gone out to the truck and is reviewing security footage. Silas has gone in search of Wet Bar, which you'll find there's a well-appointed study area, which has a bar cart.
I call out everyone as the conquering hero. Like, I found drinks.
Cool.
And Silas and Zoe, what would you like to do during this time?
Uh,
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just gonna do the old-fashioned walk around the walls and tap on the internal walls to see what's hollow or not.
Okay. What do you think that skill is?
I guess it's probably
I'm going to default to notice unless you have something that is better.
No, I'll work with notice.
Okay.
It's all right. Let's get something good going on here. Notice.
Okay, roll that up, and we'll swing over to Zoe. What's Zoe doing?
How's the cell phone reception up here?
It's very good. You have good line of sight on the towers because you're at the top of a hill.
Great. I'm pulling up Sarah McLaughlin's "I Will Remember You" on my phone. That's what I'm doing.
Can we assign a table, Benny, please?
Yes, please.
Yes,
This is amazing.
I'll allow it.
Accept.
This is amazing.
Is it just on loop?
Yeah.
It just starts up with just half an hour of "I will."
And she's just like
remember
kind of
you."
picking up the branches there and like trying to kind of force them back together.
Oh.
Not working. Just like
All right.
Yeah.
Give me a notice roll.
I kind of want it to go poorly. I'm sorry. I kind of want it to be like
go.
snake eyes. That's a 4.
Okay. There is one green sprig that you see sort of in the center of this mass of dying leaves.
My very own baby Groot. I'm gonna take that sprig and I'm gonna put it like I have like a little inside pocket on my coat and just put it there. Keep it right there.
Great. Okay.
You see, even in death, there's life, she says to no one in particular.
No one's even around to hear it.
Life finds a way? Come on. After all of that?
I love missing the pop culture raised in this episode. Benton, how did your notice check go?
I got a 4. Was my best roll.
Okay. You are able to so there's like a living room, and then it's kind of an open floor or open area, and it kind of goes off to the kitchen, which is separated by like a breakfast bar thing, and then there's what is sort of like the study area where Silas has set up court and drinks, and then it like goes out to there's a door out to a brick patio. There's a pool that you can see, and then there's some other like a hallway that goes back, and there's some bedrooms and things like that. When you get into the kitchen area, it seems odd that there are 2 pantries, and checking out the rear wall of one of them, it sounds a little bit different. It sounds hollower than the other walls around there have appeared. So you can probably investigate that further. I'm going to switch back to Analia for just a moment. Then I'll you're able to scrub through the information, and you can see a van pull up, and you can see 2 guys kind of wrestle Willem's body out of the back and kind of drag him in. He doesn't seem to be terribly responsive to what they're doing, but you can kind of follow it with the security cameras out through the parking lot into the house. And then when it kind of passes through the living room area, you don't find any other footage. Like there's a deliberate blank spot that's occurring inside the house. But he definitely was dragged inside at some point. And then skipping ahead to try and take a look, you don't see any footage of him leaving. Although you do see footage of other people coming and going, including the two guys in the van.
Okay.
So somehow he came in but did not come out. Other comings and goings have been sort of back and forth.
All right. I'm going to go back inside to tell everybody what I found.
Okay. And this is about half an hour. So those of you who use PowerPoints, you have recovered, let's say 3. Unless you have some feat that lets you get more back quickly, more quickly.
Does such a thing exist? Because I'm interested in what you're selling, sir.
It might be a seasoned thing. So at the next advance, I think you can take something that lets you get back 10 an hour rather than 5.
That reminds me, I found how counterspell works, and it's called Dispel, and it's a seasoned spell. You have to be seasoned to take it. So I know what's coming. That's
gotcha. Okay.
That's all. It was just I was reading.
No, I appreciate that. That's great research. We'd have figured it out when we were talking about when we get to that seasoned level, which will be soon. But good research. So I think Analia comes back into the study with the information about how everything goes, and about that time, Silas is realizing there's something weird with this pantry. I think everyone is sick of...
Do you mean Benton?
I'm sorry, Benton is saying there's something odd with this pantry. Silas is just sort of getting himself under control. And everyone is probably a little bit sick of "I will remember you" and spitting in the face of an uncaring god.
Never.
So Analia is like, so there's a blind spot somewhere in here, and I tell it to Benton, so hopefully that helps spark the let's go behind the pantry.
Zoe followed you when you came in, and when you turn around, she's standing way too close, and she's like got tears down her face, and she's got her phone in her hand, and she says, "Analia, look at this." And she pulls open her coat, and there's just like a tree branch there. And then she closes it again, and says, "It happened. It's gonna be okay."
Analia has no idea what is going on, and just goes, "Do you offers a hug?"
Yeah, big hug, and like Zoe just like lets all these tears out that she's been holding back.
I forgot Analia. I keep forgetting Analia's a giant, so it's like a hug where she just like leans in and is like petting.
I mean, Zoe's 5'10", so yeah, but
Just squeezing.
Yeah.
Perhaps a little too strong on this side.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the scene. What would you like to do next? You can investigate the pantry further.
Yeah, I've come out to tell everyone. I think there's a false back to this pantry. I don't. The wall. Does the wall look like I could just sort of bust through it?
It still feels fairly solid.
Okay.
So I won't say that you couldn't, but maybe there's a mechanism that moves it.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna look around in the pantry for some sort of mechanism, some box of spaghetti that looks like I can tip it and the thing will open.
Okay. I think that. Having discovered that there's probably some sort of a secret door here is probably most of the way towards finding said secret door's passageway.
Mm-hmm.
So you find there's an old box of cornflakes that doesn't come out. It just tilts forward, and you hear a click.
Nice. Hey everyone, secret door over here. I yell very loudly.
Secret
that everyone
Can we
can
make
hear
this
me.
our new headquarters and have a secret door?
Well, I don't know. I mean, depends on what's on the other side
Yeah,
of the secret door.
let's see how messed up it is. I think Silas comes in with a tray of like old fashions, just like has like his and like a tray with 3 others on it. Like, is anybody?
Does anybody got a lighter?
Oh right, yeah. I'm good. I'm good. I'll pass this round. Thanks. I'm driving later.
Oh,
Analia's like searching in her bag for a lighter.
Hey.
what? Oh, I have a lighter. I definitely set the tray down on his counter, and one of these has it. Hold on.
Hey, Uncle Silas.
Hmm?
Look, and she opens up her coat, and there's just a tree branch there, and she's like, "Life found the one way."
Is that a part of your unicorn?
Yes, you got it. Yes, that's my little Jack Horner.
Well, maybe we
Except
can.
he's even littler now.
Well, we should plant it when we get home and see if we can do something about that.
Yeah, great. Are we gonna go hit somebody now?
Well, yeah, I think so. Do you want to? You should have a drink before we go. It's good for the constitution.
Okay, I'm 21 too, so that's fine. I can do that if I want to.
Yeah,
Nothing bad
I
happened when I
remember.
had a drink last time.
Nope, that wasn't because you were drinking.
All right.
Once you get her a lighter, Analia sets the drink on fire and shoots it back.
There we go. Now it's right.
All right.
And I think at this point, I would like to try to cast heal, Nick, before we're heading down into the darkness.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend 3 of my 5 recovered hit points, or power points. Oh, this economy is
darkness,
rough.
my own friend.
Yep.
In this economy.
Yep.
yeesh.
And I'll just go ahead and cast if that's okay.
Yep. Do the thing. Remember, you still have a penalty for your wounds.
Well, my D12 exploded
Awesome.
Ooh.
to a 14. Okay. Woo! Still, 14 minus 2 for the wounds. Are there other minuses?
No.
Okay, so 12 is 3 raises, I guess.
Yeah, and that's for you.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like I can spread it around. I was reading it, and I don't think there's much I can do with it.
Right, but I just meant was this cast targeting you or was it targeting Analia?
Yeah, me first. I am a satyr. Come on. I made drinks for everyone.
Salute.
Yeah, although I found the other thing I need is the speedy recovery edge. I've got plans.
Yeah.
Okay, so healing removes wounds. A success removes 1 wound, and a raise removes 2. The power may be cast additional times. That would be for other people.
Right. So you remove 2 wounds from yourself, so you are feeling much, much better.
Yeah. Okay, and I have 2 power points left, so I can't cast it again, by the way.
Not without shorting it for
Well,
a point.
that's
but
a good
since
point.
you just made it at a -2, you should be able to make it at a -1.
Yeah, does anybody else have 2 wounds?
I have 3.
Oh. Okay. Well, hold on. Yeah, so when I hand you the lighter, I'm like, do you mind if I try to put some of this back? Like gesturing at the blood and the...
Oh yeah, and she obviously true demon fashion bleeds like black blood, so it's really terrifying looking.
love
and
it.
she's like, yeah,
Okay,
I
hold on.
appreciate that.
Hold on. Before you light the drink, he like drops some glitter into it. And all right, this should work. Hold on. It'll definitely work. I mean, that's what I meant to say.
It's homemade Goldschlager. How could it fail?
Okay, so 10 minus 1 is a 9. That is 2 heals.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So you down the drink, and like you just feel like a warm glow spread up from your stomach and spread out into the rest of your body and heal some of these wounds.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm happy to do it. I'm sorry I can't do more right now.
I think you did it. You did all right. She kind of like pats him on the back, like you did okay.
Okay.
Don't worry.
This has turned into a much more difficult day than I was anticipating.
Yeah, I'm just glad you didn't die.
I'm also glad about that, and that you didn't die. Also, all of you.
Glad we didn't die day.
Mark it on your calendars. Happy glad we didn't die day.
Should we look around downstairs?
Yeah, let's find out what's on the other side of this door.
Yeah.
We've been crowded in front of doing all of this whole time.
Well, I mean, we're like in the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were actually like all in the pantry.
Oh.
But okay, we're all in the kitchen.
I, for one, have been huddling right in front of this door the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Zoe and
I
Benton
did picture us.
are unnecessarily cloistered in there.
Yeah.
So you push back the door, and it opens into a
The house explodes.
yeah. Sorry guys, you lost. I'll see you next week. We'll do new characters. You open the door, and as it slides open, there's kind of a just bare concrete walls that go back about 20 feet, and then it opens on the left side and goes down. There's a small electric bulb, like a little 40 watt, that's illuminating this area. But the light doesn't seem like it goes too much further down the stairs that you can just make out at the edge where it turns.
Oh. Well, I'll go down and look for a light switch.
Okay, so you walk in and start heading down the stairs.
I'll go first. I can see in the dark.
I can too. That's good. We'll both go after you. After you.
Yeah. Just the two people who can't fight can see in the dark though.
And did not learn our lesson about going in first.
Yep.
Nope.
All right. You start.
Squishy's up front. Everyone squishy up front.
We're great investigators. That's
You guys both have curious, right? So
Uh-huh.
Yep.
go ahead and each take a Benny.
Okay.
I will reward playing that hindrance without thought of like how well it worked out last time.
Are you keeping track of these, Nick? Because I'm not sure I should have 4 bennies. I feel like
That sounds right to me.
That sounds right.
Oh, okay.
Because you got one back for the Joker.
That's right. Yeah, because I remember I spent one to shrug the shaken part, and then okay,
Right.
cool.
And I'll be honest. I'm not. I'm treating this like the honor system, just like I'm treating your roles like the honor system. I trust all you as players.
Yeah, I wouldn't cheat. My brain is made of Swiss cheese, and
no
so
worries.
that's the actual problem.
If something sounds way off, like I've got 8 bennies, of course.
Yeah.
Then we might have an accounting. But yes, I trust you guys. So you can see the stairs descend about a level, and then come to a landing. And the landing, when they get to the landing, it stops being concrete, and you can see that everything has become stone, like the native stone. It's kind of
like it was carved out of rock.
yeah. So it looks like I want to say jasper. I'm not sure if that's the right type of stone for what I'm thinking of, but it's kind of it's smooth, other than where you can see it's been worked with tools, so it's not incredibly rough, and it's kind of banded in colors. So there's and it's kind of a tan, and then there are bands that are like darker brown, and some that are almost blue, and then some like cream veins that go through it and things like that. And then that sort of continues down a ways, and there are lights overhead, dim light that gets to the point where the concrete stops, and then it gets dimmer, but you can kind of see that there's maybe something flickering up ahead, so maybe some other sort of light source that is coming. It's not appreciably warmer. In fact, it's a little bit cooler as you head down into the mountain that's up here. And I'd like you two to make a notice check for me.
That's a
And
whiff.
Zoe and Benton, are you guys just coming in behind them, or are you guys still back at the pantry, or where do you see yourself?
I followed them down. Yeah.
Yeah, right behind them.
Okay, fantastic. Why don't you guys go ahead and give me those notice checks as well?
I rolled-
Analia, how'd you do?
I got a 7.
Okay,
I'm spending a penny to try again.
okay.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so that's it. Am I at minuses? No, all my wounds are gone. I'm not
Oh.
shaken.
Sorry, I still have 1 wound, so it's a 6.
Okay.
I got a 5.
Okay.
I got an 11.
All right.
I got an 8.
Great. Those of you who succeeded but did not get a raise, you can kind of hear some murmured voices coming from farther down the passage. It looks like it sort of turns and darkens a little bit, so you can't quite make out who is speaking or what's being said, but definitely the sound of a normal voice type. Those of you who succeeded with a raise, you can actually make out some of the words, and it sounds like someone's repeating a lunch order. So, like a turkey and cheese for Frank, and then Bill wants the minestrone and a half grilled cheese, and it just goes on, sort of like listing like a lunch order, and then says, "Okay, do we get anything for the guy?" And you hear another voice say, "No, we're not going to feed him." And the first voice says, "Well, okay, but that's going to cause a problem." And the first voice says, "Well, that's not a problem for me. Come on, everyone's hungry. You should go." And the first voice says, "All right." And then you hear footsteps. They sound like they're coming towards you.
Anywhere to hide?
Not in this passageway. It's pretty much stone walls and 40-watt light bulbs.
The lunch order's coming. We have to tackle them silently when they come out so that no one knows we're here.
I'm already on it. I'm already like I'm gonna take this guy. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, just
And then
quiet.
I take the stick out of my jacket and I hand it to Silas. I'm like, I don't want him getting hurt.
Put it into a very deep pocket.
All right, so I'm gonna. I don't have sonar or anything, so I don't know how I'm gonna accomplish this in the dark. But yeah, I'm just gonna try and run and tackle him in the dark.
So there's a bend in the tunnel, and I believe that one or more of you has battle.
Has what?
This battle skill,
Oh,
I
not
do.
it.
I do.
I'm
and that covers ambushes.
All right. I guess I'll be doing the ambushing.
I do have battle too.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
not very,
Okay.
not great, but I do have it.
Do it.
So one of you be primary, and the other one roll for an assist. I
What's
think.
your
Is
What's
it
your
that?
battle skill? Benton?
My battle is a 6.
Okay, I'm a
Assist.
D4, so I'll assist.
All right. Yep. So I follow Zoe's lead, and I take up my position
Okay.
to battle this guy. So I'm going to ambush him.
So Zoe, the way that the assist is going to work is that if you get a raise, a success, and every raise will give an additional point to Benton's roll.
Okay.
Up to a +2. If you roll critical failure, he's going to subtract 2 from his roll.
Oh my! I'm gonna spend my last
I got a single success. I got a 4.
Great.
penny on
Okay.
that.
So
Well, wait. I got a success. I got a 5. I'm not gonna spend a penny.
all right. So you got a success, and that's with the +1.
That's not with the +1. So with the +1, I get a 6.
Great. Okay. So you figure that as whoever this is comes out of the what looks like probably darker light, as he comes around the corner into the 40-watt that's not very bright, but it's brighter than he's used to, that if one or more of you are able to kind of tackle him right at that moment as he comes around the corner, that's probably the best way that you guys can go ahead and
And that's what we do.
and I will give a +1 to whoever makes that attempt as a result of your battle prowess.
So we roll again for the battling?
No, this is going to be essentially an attack roll.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Okay, this you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to scratch that +1. I'm going to actually just give somebody the drop, which we touched on briefly because you were looking at some edges that were like that.
Oh.
So I believe that is just going to be a +2.
Cool.
And is the goal here to knock him out? Is it to pin him? Is it to cover his mouth? Is it to just knock the wind out of him, kill him? What's the
cover his mouth, and then hand him over to Silas and Analia to make with quiet questioning.
Okay.
So sort of grab him, cover his mouth so he doesn't say anything, and that's that. Yeah.
Okay, so the drop adds +4 to a character's attack and damage roll against the target for this action. And if they take enough damage to be shaken or worse, they make a vigor roll, or they'll be knocked unconscious.
Cool. And
now, do you want to just kind of grab him and cover his mouth, or do you want to actually try and like knock him over the head?
I just want to grab him and cover his mouth.
Okay.
And, like, restrain him. And it's a battle roll, right?
No, this is just a fighting roll.
Oh, this is just a fighting roll? Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Battle like is generally used for large scale combats, but also for things like setting up ambushes.
Okay, cool.
Or knowing where an ambush would be set up against you.
Right. Zoe, what's your fight? Oh, we lost you again.
D6.
Oh, D6. Okay. I have the same fight, so I'll roll it. Or do you want to roll?
Go for it. And if it doesn't go well, then I will.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Emily, is that a D6 after the advance? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I think you actually have one more skill point to spend, unless your agility is a D6, right? Then I think you have one more skill point to spend that is under an attribute cap, but we'll talk about that later. Like I said, I just want to make sure you get your full value.
Yeah. And you said a +2?
+4 on the drop.
+4 on the drop. So that is a 18.
For the attack?
Yep.
Absolutely. That's with a raise. So roll your damage plus a D6.
Okay, so this is an unarmed, so it's just a strength roll.
Yep.
plus a second d6. A grand total of 5. I spent all of my burning on the other roll.
Okay, so a 5 on the damage roll,
Yep.
and that is with the +4 for the drop.
Oh, so then a 9.
Okay, great. The guy comes around the corner, and before he can say anything or his eyes adjust, you're on him, and you just nail him, knock the wind out of him, and he goes limp in your arms.
Cool.
A list falls out of his hand, and on it you can see a bunch of names and a bunch of sandwich orders. There's a lot of people who look like they want pastrami or roast beef, but other than that, it's a lot of sandwiches, things like that.
I mean, a pastrami sandwich sounds real good right about now.
Yeah.
That's anyway.
So that quiet, no sound that comes out, and you've got a limp body but not dead at your feet.
Cool. I guess I just drop him because the question that I had was going to ask him was how many people are in there, but I think the sandwich order pretty much takes care of that question.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll just sort of hand him back to Zoe and Analia and Silas and say, I guess drop this guy. And how many names are on the list?
There are. It looks like there's 9 names on the list. But as you're looking through, you see that some of them have ordered multiple meals, multiple sandwiches.
Okay.
I'd say of the 9 that were on the list, 5 of them have ordered extra sandwiches.
Okay. Cool. Well, I turn to the group. And I say, so looking on this list, I think there's 9 guys in there, and a couple of them are probably big boys.
Or there are at least 9.
There are at least 9. Some people may not have gotten sandwiches. Fair enough. But a couple of these guys got, like, multiple sandwiches, and anyone who's eaten, like, 2 pastrami sandwiches, that guy's gonna be tough. That's a big fella.
I could eat 2 sandwiches.
Pastrami though, it's so heavy.
I could eat two sandwiches.
2 pastrami. I mean, I don't know. These look like these are Jersey Mikes. They might be giant Jersey Mikes, and those are big sandwiches.
You underestimate what a good eater I am.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I guess I don't know from satyrs and demons and the sandwiches. I don't know, but
We know how to party.
My
That's true.
metabolism is very fast.
That's true. And you know what? You are not small either, so fair.
One might say she burns through calories very quickly.
Ooh. I see what you did there. So, yeah. So, thinking there's maybe 9.
Hella quick, even.
Hello. Oh. The
All right, you
Californian.
take a Benny.
Thank you.
Nick.
Give him a penny?
You
don't take a
personally, not as the GM, but you
Oh,
personally.
okay. In my own life. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
For life, that's fair enough. So we should. Though it also sounds like, because I think am I the only person who heard what they were saying in there?
No, I heard it too.
You heard it too.
I had
so
a big notice roll. Yeah.
it sounds like if you guys heard, it sounds like Willem is probably in there.
Yeah, or they know where he is.
According to security footage, he's
He's got to be in the house somewhere, right?
gotta be in the house somewhere, but there's a big blind spot, so my guess is he's down here.
Yeah, makes sense. All this makes sense.
Okay. So, just 1 second. And I want to squat down and, like, pat this guy down and just see, like, what's in his pockets is, like, what has he got?
So as you go and pat him down, let's see, you don't have that up. give me a notice roll. But give me a notice roll at a +1.
8, 9.
Great. You begin to pat him down, but there's something weird. Like what you are tactically feeling isn't what you are visually seeing. And so it looks like he's wearing jeans and a belt and a like a button-down, plaid button-down shirt, like that. But it feels like that kind of rough material from the scraps that you have.
Oh.
And it doesn't feel, and it feels like maybe it's one garment.
Yeah. Like
not
a robe, let's say. Okay.
I'm tapping my nose.
Yes.
Poultice
Okay.
wears robes.
Maybe it's at 11. Okay.
Sounds fake.
So, is there any way to tell what is
Did I
providing?
say the city was called Covenant? Because I meant it was called Cliche.
So my understanding of magic, and this could be an in-character knowledge thing, that's fine, you can tell me, but I think Silas believes that if you pass out, you can't sustain magic, right? Like if I cast a spell on myself and I get knocked out, the spell would end. Is that a normal assumption?
It depends on the spell. Like obviously there are magics and there are things that last, like when someone goes to sleep.
Sure. Yes.
But most sustaining effects that a person is responsible for, that are not being powered somehow, would fade.
Okay.
So for example, when you stunned the cult leader who had the entangle on you, the entangle dropped.
Right.
Because she couldn't maintain it.
Okay. So my assumption is that this guy has something on him that is providing the illusion. And that's what I'm currently trying to find. Look for, like reaching through, and I'm sure everyone can see me reaching through the outer seaming, right? Like my hand is disappearing into his leather jacket or whatever. Like
not exactly. Like it looks like you're being weirdly invasive, but to everyone else, it looks like you're just weirdly touching pockets and moving his shirt around, or like. Keep moving the shirt and the pants around and stuff.
The illusion is trying to keep up with what I'm doing.
Exactly.
Okay. So I'll tell everyone like, okay, there's an illusion at work here. This isn't what he's wearing, and I'm trying to figure out like, does he have an amulet, a ring? Like, what is powering this illusion?
But where his pockets are, there are like pockets in the room.
Okay.
And so you do find a wallet and some car keys.
Mm-hmm. I'll take those.
In there.
No. Too late.
You're not allowed to drive.
You can't drive.
I don't want to. I just want these things. They're mine now.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, it's a key ring. There's a bunch of keys on it. One of them is a car key. Probably some house keys, maybe some other things on there as well. It's a kind of bulky wallet. Really old. It's a Velcro.
Is there there's Velcro. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's an old Velcro wallet, and it's made of like Cordura, which has just like been beat to hell and stained a little bit.
Is
Clearly,
there
had it for 20 years?
Like an obvious ID on it without having to rip the Velcro open?
No, it's like it's completely folded over, so it's just like a little.
That's a trap. Okay, I'll get into that later.
You don't feel any amulet or anything, or ring or anything like that.
So now I would like to short cast for detect magic or perceive magic, whatever it's called. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2.
I think it's just 1.
I think so too, but I want to double check. Detect Arcana is 2. So I will.
Oh right, we were going to make it 1 because you were talking about touch, but you meant that to be who you're casting it on yourself, and I was saying no, that would be you'd have to be actually touching the thing.
Right. Yeah. No, that we left that out. So
yeah.
So I am at -2 to do a casting.
Okay.
And let's see.
Before you complete your roll. Make an occult check for me,
Okay.
and just get a simple success.
Oh, well, how about 2 6s that turn into, well, I got an 11.
Fantastic. The feeling that you have under your fingers is exactly the same as the feeling that you had from the other 2 swatches. And from what you remember from those, a song helped reveal those items.
Yes.
So go ahead and use that knowledge. If you decide to apply that knowledge, we'll give you a bonus to your other roll.
Yeah, I'm going to very quietly start singing the only song that could possibly be in my head right now, for which I've had a very fresh reminder of all of the words. I will remember you.
Yes. Do we still have one more? Do we have one more table, Benny?
Yes, we do.
Please take that. Please, Jason, take that.
Okay.
I will allow that. Because
say
I
no.
was going to go, hey, now you're an all-star. Get your game on.
Oh, God.
I went to a little song called Start Wearing Purple, so we're all going all over the place.
Yep.
No, I was right there with you. Right there with you, Jason.
Yep.
Zoe,
That's good. Okay.
Zoe puts a hand on Silas's shoulder. It's just like, yeah, me too.
I love it.
Me too.
Okay, what bonus did you want to give me about that?
Let's make it a +2. This
Okay,
is a
so
good
that
bonus.
counters my
Yep, your wound.
okay, well, I have a 6 so far, but I'm going to spend a Benny and see if I can do anything.
Oh, not wound. You're shorting.
Yeah, shorting.
Oh wait, a 6?
Yeah.
Don't spend a penny. That's good enough.
Oh, okay.
Or rather, it's good enough for this effect. You can feel that it's trying to resist you. There's clearly some sort of a "don't see me" effect that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But in sort of like a 2 photographs, you keep seeing like the robes and then the clothes, and they kind of like go back and forth and superimpose, and the robes match like what you're feeling. So that's probably what this is.
Okay.
From what you can tell from the light, they are purple in color, and they're the same material that you have swatches.
Okay. So these, I'm keeping my eyes on this guy, but like turning my voice to the side for my friends very quietly. This guy's robes match the bit of cloth we found before. There's no doubt of the connection from this to Willem's disappearance.
Got it.
Do you think? Wait, they were also the ones making the statues then.
Possibly.
Okay. It's all
Or-
starting to come together.
Or they were
Discovered
interfering
it's
with
not
the
a-
statues.
It's not a purple herring.
Yeah. Or they were interfering with the statue in some way. Not sure.
Yeah, but these are the bad guys.
Well, yeah, one did try to kill us.
Yeah.
I'm disinclined to acquiesce to their designs.
Yes. Means no.
Also, this like material's so uncomfortable and it can't breathe. It's a good thing it's not too like it's kind of ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like being warm, but this feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And itchy. Why would they do that to themselves?
I don't know.
So Nick, as far as my, arcane sight can tell, does this guy seem like a regular human otherwise?
Yeah, this looks like a normal guy.
Okay.
I'll say that his hands are calloused, and he looks like he spends a lot of time outside. His hair is cut short, not exactly not a high and tight, but
the
someone
illusion doesn't pertain to his face or his horns or
exactly. I'm just saying, he looks like a
what normal
looks like
people
a-
have horns. I'm just saying that's
Analia looks offended.
Yeah.
I have horns.
He looks like a white guy who might work construction or outside in some capacity.
Okay.
Not all demons are cultists.
Well, and not all people with horns are demons.
Friends, can we settle this later?
Yeah. Well, you're the one who has, battle knowledge. The security cameras obviously don't come down here, so there's only so much I can do. How do you think we take out all of those dudes?
I mean, let's go. I say we got to get closer to the door and let's try to figure it out.
My understanding is it's wise to allow the enemy to come to you, and perhaps we could lure them out.
That's a fair point.
I heard this man... Sorry, what?
Oh, just maybe when they notice their lunch isn't coming.
Yeah.
Well, I heard this man speak in confirming the order. I might be able to mimic it.
Let's do that.
One more thing, just when you went through his pockets, in addition to the wallet and the wallet and the keys, there was an old Nokia as well.
Yeah.
So
See?
he does have a phone.
See? They know. You've made a grave mistake, Nick.
It's called... Analia, it's called a burner phone.
Yes.
Yeah, so you don't get burned.
No.
So you can burn it later and lose it later.
That's a great idea. I've had this one too long.
You should... Nope. Right there,
Okay.
and then he lost
I
it.
just learned your phone number.
Uncle Silas. Uncle Silas, that's the newest model from my dad, Oberon. And it's got all the latest fancy tech on it. So he's keeping an eye on you.
I know you're joking with me,
Keeping an
but
eye on you.
this is very serious.
It
All
is.
right.
It's extremely serious.
Okay.
Okay. So, well, Silas, let's see. What's going to be easier? Because Silas, can you imitate his voice?
I could try. I'm good at imitations.
All right. Let's, Analia, you poke around this phone and see if there's anything useful, because that's your gig. And Silas, see if you can call just a guy out. Just pick one of the names and just say, hey, buddy, can you come help me?
Yeah. So how about this? I'll go down the hall and pretend I've come back because yes, this will work. Let's
Maybe
move the body.
With shoes. I feel like you're going to have a very distinct sound.
Can you creep in your...
I don't know if the Foley work will be as critical.
Fair.
It's fair point.
Okay.
You make a good point.
So also I should double check, Nick. I'm imagining imitating this man would be a performance role.
It would be a performance roll. That's correct.
Okay, but I probably can't apply my attractive bonus to it.
You can't apply your attractive bonus, and you're going to be at a penalty because you didn't hear very much, and it was at a distance, and it was very specific about a couple of things.
Okay.
So you don't have a large body of work to be able to pull from.
Did I catch the guy's name he was talking to?
Frank.
Frank. Okay. We can try this. Let's
do it.
Move all this down. We'll get at least maybe Frank will come out or someone else.
Analia's gonna hack into the phone while this is going down.
Okay.
So my plan is to get halfway down to sort of shout like I'm walking back and be like, "Hey, yo, Frank, you forgot to give me the money for the sandwiches."
All right. Let me get this in my head here. So you're sort of right at the transition from where the concrete becomes stone.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got the unconscious guy on the ground. gone through his pockets. You're going to call from there to try and get Frank to come up the passageway for you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, although we probably need, like, Benton and or Zoe on the, like, sides of the door that this guy's going to come out of.
Okay, so he's going to kind of come from a part of the passage that you can't see, so, like, he'll make a transition between sort of the dark into the slightly brighter area, which is where you ambushed this guy.
Yeah.
Yep. Zoe and I are
on
posted
there.
up in the same spot.
Okay.
But the body isn't just laying there on the floor for him to see as he's walking out.
Yeah, the body is behind us, so it's sort of like...
But it's all still in the hall. You didn't drag him into the house or anything?
No, we didn't drag him back into the house, so it's like curve of the hallway, me, Zoe, Silas, Analia, body in heap behind us.
Okay. Let me think about that for a moment, and I just want to follow up with Analia here. So what I'm thinking of is, like, I think it's a Nokia. I think it's like the 3150 or whatever. It's the one that's kind of, you know, I would say it's sort of stylized like a coffin, but like soft edges. The one, you know, kind of goes up and then over and down.
Yeah.
And it's push buttons, and there's a little monotone screen on there. I never had a phone like that. Did those have any sort of security? Because I was under the impression that they didn't have a lock or anything on them.
No, they don't. So it's really just her like scrolling through the phone and checking last calls and numbers. And I think the way I pictured this is like she takes like a cord in her bag and like hooks it into the phone and is like trying to basically make it make calls and see where they go and stuff.
Okay, so it's not actually calling, but it's sort of spoofing the numbers or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can try and figure out where they're from, or.
Okay. Is there anything in particular looking at, or you just want to kind of get the history of who's called the number and anything like that?
General history of who's called the number. See if there's anyone we like have run into or recognize, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe the wife.
It's gonna happen. You keep saying it's not.
All gonna tie. It's all gonna tie back to Brigid.
And when I called it, you all owe me a Coke.
I
have an out of character theory, but it's not a character. It's not a theory that my character would have.
There's a number you don't recognize that comes up more than any other number. It's a local 818 number. Blah 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 blah. And the other number, there isn't really a good skill for this, so I'm going to say give me a straight up smarts roll with your wild die.
Okay. I have that pretty good. I'm gonna re-roll that. One more time.
I don't know if that's meta knowledge that I'm probably not going to throw you into a big battle for 20 minutes.
It's a 6.
Okay.
Trust me, that was better than the other ones.
With a 6, I'll give it to you. This isn't the most common number, but you do see that there is a number that jumps out to you that was called a couple of times, not in the last week, but in the week before that. Came up 3 times. Was the number for shift change. The number that comes up often is not a number that you recognize.
I forgot about the name of the bar.
I haven't. I've been thinking about that a lot for the past month because it's really good.
Okay. Interesting that they were calling shift change.
Right. They were calling the week prior to the abduction, just to make sure that the timeline works out. Okay. So while you're deep in the decoding the Nokia, Silas, you are kind of you're okay. I'm sorry. Benton and Zoe are at the ambush point, and you are behind them, but not all the way up to the concrete. And you're going to call out to try and mimic this guy's voice and call for Frank.
Yeah, make it sound like I'm enough down the hall that like Frank should just come out and meet me halfway. Cause like, come on.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, as if you're calling through the pantry from the house.
Yeah, or like I've just come back down.
Okay.
Right, because it's a fair ways. Like when you come down from the pantry, right? Wasn't it like a pretty good distance to get to where they are?
There's a bit of a hallway.
Yeah. So I'm like back down in the hallway, and I'm like, oh, don't make me go all the way back.
Great. Make that check.
Okay. Now I was going to ask too. Is it performance or persuasion?
This is going to be performance.
Okay.
Because you're trying to make yourself sound like this guy in order to convince him to come on up.
I didn't realize
persuasion might come into it, but performance for sure.
I didn't realize that charismatic only applies to persuasion rerolls, and I think I have used it on performance before, so I will not do that in the future. But attractive applies to both, and I think that's where I got confused. But I'm not applying the attractive bonus. Well, we have an explode.
Great, because you're going to be at. I'm going to say that you're. I'm hovering on the edge here. My inclination is to give you a -4, but I'm not sure if that feels too harsh a penalty. Because I want you to try interesting things, but at the same time, I feel like this is a pretty difficult task to emulate someone's voice that you heard for less than a minute.
Yeah, I mean, the only caveat. I mean, I totally get it. I also can accept the answer of like, no, this is impossible. You can't I also can't punch through a brick wall. You know,
Right.
That answer doesn't bother me either. If that's how you feel. My pitch is that Silas is not just a performer, but a supernatural performer, and such like somebody that would try to mimic different music styles and pick up things like that. Like I think he picks up accents really easy.
Sure. No, I'm definitely leaning into the conception that this is possible because of the background and because of what we've established for who Silas is and how he operates. I'm just debating whether I feel like that's too difficult a penalty.
I think you should keep it because I rolled an 11.
Okay.
And I'm happy with a 7.
Okay. Sorry, I keep dropping my pencil.
Although I'm going to spend 1 Benny to see if I can get the raise.
Okay. I fully support that plan. And yeah, we'll keep the -4 because I think
I did exploded again.
All right.
It's an 11. I mean, I would have had to explode twice to get it to work, and that's fine. I'll take the 7.
Okay, Sarah.
Yeah.
All right. So, everyone else is a little bit startled or rather, I'm sorry, just Benton. Benton's the only one who heard the voice, but you're a little bit startled by how good he was able to just bang this guy's voice out.
All right.
And it makes you wonder about maybe some weird calls that you've gotten in the past.
Wasn't me.
Uh-huh. We'll discuss that later.
But in any case, what do you say?
Yeah, well, what I said before, like, yeah, Frank, you forgot to give me the money for the sandwiches. Come on.
Okay, now give me a persuasion check.
Oh, okay. Those I get
at no
free
penalty.
rerolls on.
Yeah, at no penalty. I want to see how well you're pitching this.
Explode. I just have to say, my orc die has been doing very well. It has a skull for a 6.
Nice.
This is good. Good job. Okay, so that's an 8.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I freaked my camera out.
Yeah.
I'm a fuzzy mess.
That's okay.
It's not the
we'll
first
get
time
through
that's
it.
been said about me.
All right. Damn it, Bobby! I told you to use the expense card. You don't need cash. I know you're trying to get the points, but you just use the card. I know they're not for yours, but I'm just do I need to come get that for you again?
Oh, I guess I left the card too.
God damn it!
Is my wallet in there?
You hear footsteps. But make a notice roll, everyone.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh, well, that's a 5. Wait, is that the right die? Hold on.
Whoop.
Yeah.
Critical failure.
That's an 8 for me.
That is a 1.
Okay. And Jason, what did Silas get?
5.
5. What was that, Blythe?
Oh, we're just really oblivious.
Okay. Oh well, I think you're nose down in the Nokia,
Mm-hmm.
and
Nose Kia.
yeah, and I think that Zoe is probably looking forward to punching someone else as further retribution for little Jack Horner. Right? No.
Little Jack
Okay.
Horner. Little Jack Horner.
Yep.
Okay, I just had a moment of I don't want to misname your unicorn.
My dead friend.
Horner. Yes. Okay. Sorry. It's getting late. The other two. So the gentleman at your feet is wearing shoes, and you could hear like the way that like work boots would sound on this sort of floor. And the footsteps, as they're coming closer to you, like you're having a little trouble hearing them. They're almost like padding, not
Like barefoot?
not clomping. Yeah, barefoot, but not exactly barefoot.
Wolffoot?
Wolf-footed.
Kind,
Giant-
maybe
giant wolf-footed?
maybe like a little click,
Squatch foot?
Yep.
a little click periodically on there.
Yep. All right. Cool. This will be fun.
And the voice that is just about to come around the corner goes, actually kind of snarls and says, "If I have to go through this again, then you will be the last who gets the blessing."
Cool.
And a snarl.
Cool.
And that's where we're going to end the night, I think.
Oh, that's very
super
good.
Fun. Oh, super fun. This is going to be super fun.
Kitty.
I love it.
We're gonna get a kitty.
Yep. It's just Zoe's menagerie.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's like Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, but with animals.
Yes.
And I will remember you on repeat.
Mhm.
Yep.
There's only one song on the playlist.
I'm just imagining the in memorandum for this whole thing of the so far the one scene of the unicorn.
Find a hedge of corn and just put a slow picture to the song.
I thought about it. Believe me.
I'll send you a picture because I've got one. That's actually why that's one of the things that I used here.
Did you draw it in MS Paint?
Oh no, I did not. It's not one of my masterpieces this time.
I loved those.
But that would be I don't think this will come through at all. Oh wait, a little bit.
It's
Oh,
it's
it did.
your
There we go.
background.
There we go. Be close to me.
Hedge a corn.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll get you an actual picture so we can do a little clip show on that.
Oh yeah.
In any case, I just want to thank everyone who joined us, either live or later on, for episode 5 of Pembrooke Investigations, lovingly known as Pembroke. You can check out our previous shows at happyjacks.org/Pembroke, and of course, any of the other shows that are produced on this network at happyjacks.org/shows. We hope you've enjoyed your time as much as we have enjoyed playing this game for you. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to Emily.
Hey, you can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/EmilyVDW. I play in this game every Wednesday and in the Happy Jack's Great American Witch game every other Monday. We're having a great time over there. That session included me forcing all of the party members to listen to Ariana Grande. So apparently I'm developing a theme.
Thank you for choosing this song.
You also can listen to
Blythe will remember you.
You can listen to my scripted fiction podcast, Arden. We just completed the first half of our second season, and we're about to go back into production somehow.
Ooh, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Jason.
Cool. Yeah, here from my fuzzy camera. The good news, it doesn't matter on the podcast. So the schedule for me is, so Wednesday nights I'm here, obviously. It's Happy Jack's RPG. On Wednesday mornings, I am streaming the permadeath run of my No Man's Sky playthrough, which I already died once today, which was very sad. We played Sarah McLachlan in honor of it. Fridays from 4 to 6, I play No Man's Sky chill mode with a lot of us know Sam DeLev. We just chill and hang out and chat with the chat, and all of that's on twitch.tv/it's probably okay. And Saturday morning, also on my channel, is the Return to the Spider-Verse campaign. We're playing Masks. And Jay just got to do a guest spot on that. That was fun. And I believe this Saturday is probably our finale. So you can tune in. You can catch old episodes on Twitch if you want, or also if you look on YouTube for Probably Okay Games, there's a playlist there that's a little easier to catch up on if you like that sort of thing. And I think that's everything I'm doing. Follow me on Twitter as well, at It's Probably Okay.
Great. Blythe.
Hi, I am Blythe Kala. It's been real fun. I'm here every Wednesday doing Pembroke on Happy Jacks. It's very, very great. You can find me on Fridays, wherein I release Table Topical on the Games We Never Play YouTube. You can find me at my own YouTube channel, which if you search Blythe Kala or Blythe Kala 93, you can find me there. I just did a video where I read fan fiction that I wrote as a teenager. And I saved the best for last.
Can I just say, you are so brave.
Honestly, it was hilarious. And then you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at BlytheColin93, and I post a lot about Star Wars, so be prepared for that. And lately, Last of Us.
Cool. Jay.
You can find me on the socials at Jay Holtham, because that's my name. Jay Holtham. I should have led with that, but anyway, it's in there. It's out there. It's in the ether. You can find me here every Wednesday, and you can find me also as part of 12-Sided Stories. I'm a newly minted regular cast member there, and I'm in their Heliotrope campaign, Hack the Planet campaign that is coming out. Episode 0 is out, and episode 1 should be out shortly.
Fantastic. I am Nick, the game master for Pembroke's, and you can find me online on Twitter at Sungrowler. You can also follow me on Instagram, though why would you? And I probably will not even know because I haven't been able to log into that for at least a month now. So, but if you're into adding people on socials, I do have a social presence there. So I urge you to join my growing group of minions, however sad that number actually is. In any case, I hope that, again, you enjoyed the show. Please join us for the rest of this and any other Happy Jacks programs. I believe we're sort of on track for about another 5 episodes, so about another little over a month for us. And we'd love to have you along for the ride. And I think that is everything. And I'm pretty sure that my producer will put the calendar up when we go out. So, bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I don't know why I'm doing finger guns now, but I am.
If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for